We have chapter 1041. It is titled Komurasaki. Let's talk about it. The cover page, it is more about what happened on Whole Cake Island with German 66. We have Niji and Yonji. They are being punched and beaten up by Pudding. This is very cool. The artwork is a little bit weird. Pudding's fist, it's enlarged. It looks like Luffy's Gomu Gomu no pistol. But it's pretty interesting because we know that in the beginning, Pudding, she was just using Sanji for Big Mom's goals. And when he talked about being beaten by his brothers and abused and all of that, she really didn't take him seriously. She laughed it off and didn't care. But then the more she learned about Sanji, his chivalry, his personality, that she started liking him. So her getting revenge from him is pretty darn cool. And this was one of those chapters that gave us an update about what was going on with everybody and everything in the chapter. And sometimes I love it and sometimes I don't like it. Usually it happens whenever there's like a big boss or a big opponent that was defeated, which last chapter was Big Mom. But I feel like this chapter, they did a pretty darn good job of doing it. And so to start out, we have Momonosuke and Yamato. They're talking about Zunisha coming to Wano, and like we all thought, Zunisha is coming here to help Momonosuke and is awaiting orders, where more likely than not Momonosuke is going to order them to take out the Navy ships and probably the Big Mom pirates if they're still there. I don't know where they're at. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care anymore. But that's what they're probably going to do. And one thing that's very important is that about the One Piece about Roger and Odin laughing, that was ripped out of the journal. And the reason why I'm saying that is because one caveat for Yamato not joining the crew, a lot of people, they were saying, well, she's read the journal, so she already knows what the One Piece is. And she knows a lot more about their journey, which is true. She knows about their journey, but she doesn't know anything that happens on Rafto because it was ripped out the page. And one thing I like about Momonosuke here is his internal struggle. He's like, hey, I'm not as smart as my dad. I'm not as wise, so I don't know what the right call is. Should I open up Wano or should I not open up Wano? Personally, I know it's his goal and it was his ambition to have it open, but he says, well, if I open up Wano, I feel like we're just always going to be in danger. So I love that internal struggle from Momonosuke. And the reason why I like this is because the way that he's talking, it's like he has no help. It's kind of ironic because I don't want to like say that he shouldn't have help. But this makes me believe that Yamato truly is leaving Wano. She's already said she wants to join Luffy's crew like Odin did. She doesn't know about Rafto, and she's pretty darn strong, so I would love for her to be a part of the crew. It is official. We finally have a winner, and Raizo's the winner. That fight took so dang on long, and nobody gave a fluff about it. Jinbei coming in, he's like, hey, you're one of the Akaiza 9, right? That's it. Nobody cares. Honestly, both of them could have died. They were playing a game of chicken with fire, like, who cares? Now let's talk about Komurasaki and Orochi. I don't care about Orochi. He's very annoying. I want him to die. But Komurasaki, she came prepared. There was some debris that fell on top of Orochi, and he's like, hey, Komurasaki, come on, girl, help me out. And so what she did, he can't transform, so she put a nail that consisted of sea prison stone. She put it in him so that he wouldn't be able to transform. And the brother and sister, they're getting a lot of hype in this chapter. I like the line where she talks about, hey, how the fluff am I able to smile playing the song that, well, my father, it was his favorite, called Moon Princess. How the fluff am I supposed to smile playing it for you, the man who had my father killed? So I like that Hiyori's confronting Orochi, and I can't wait to see what happens. Will she kill him? Probably not, but I would want her to. But yeah, seeing the resolve that the two brother and sister, I love. Izo went crazy. He's out of the fight, but he took out one of the members of CP0, the one of the long arm tribe. And then the other guy, the smaller man, he got a message from the 5 elders to eliminate Straw Hat Luffy immediately. And I was like, oh snap. So first it was capture Nico Robin, but now I don't want to say that they disregarded that, but they're like, scratch that, take out Straw Hat Luffy. And so the guy with the mask, he's like, all right, well, I don't understand. He's fighting Kaido right now. Why would I get in the middle of that? And this is what a lot of YouTubers, including myself, talk about, how Luffy, after this arc, is going to be a monster. He's already a monster now, but because he's clashing with Kaido, granted, a weakened Kaido, but Luffy's not 100% either, and how he's going back and forth with him, his crew, his influence, the poneglyphs, all that, Luffy will be a Yonko. So while he's weakened, it's best to take him out then. And we say this arc parallels Thriller Bark a lot, so I want to see what will happen to Luffy when he's finished with Kaido. Who's going to make that sacrifice in order to protect Luffy? Because more likely than not, Luffy's going to be so exhausted that he passes out again. Not surprised. I mean, he did just fight an Emperor one-on-one, so I'm excited and I'm kind of happy. This is like a little scary, but at the same time it makes me excited because Luffy's finally getting his recognition in terms of strength, because after this arc nobody's going to be able to beat Luffy easily, and I think every fight of Luffy's from now on will be high or extreme diff, no matter if it's a Kainu, Blackbeard, Shanks, Emu, whoever it is. We also see X Drake getting up. More likely than not, he's going to be the one to prevent CP0 from going after Luffy, because, well, X Drake didn't do anything this arc, let's be honest. We get some panels about Usopp, Kiku, and Kinemon running away from the fire. We see Nami. I believe we also see Zoro and Franky. Franky seeing Zoro fall off of Onigashima. He's like, Zoro, are you alright? We still don't know what happened to Zoro ever since he met with death itself, the Grim Reaper. So I really can't wait for Zoro to wake up, explain what happened, or we get a flashback or something. I don't know who's gonna save him. Franky can use his strong right to get him, but is he too far down? Who knows? We also talk about how Kid and Law, they beat Big Mom, and so both of them are on their backs panting and gasping for air. And so what Law stated, which probably is the same for Kid, whoever comes out on top, Kaido or Luffy, it doesn't matter because they can't do anything. If Kaido were to come down from beating Luffy, everybody down there is getting killed because they cannot lift a single finger, which I love, because after having an extreme diff and the amount of times that they're saying that their awakenings put them on the brink of death and all this, all that, if they would have been able to get up and run around all willy-nilly, I would have been a little bit pissed, right? We have this extreme diff, just like Zoro had after taking all the ocean sovereignty and all that, how he needed the drug to fight again, and how he's dang near passed out Sanji and a lot of others that had very intense fights with people over billions of bounties. They deserve to be knocked out. I will say, I know that Sanji was knocked out a while ago and that he was getting treated by a geisha. I haven't seen Sanji since then, so I kind of need a little bit of an update on him. Lastly, we get a flashback of Kaido talking about Big Mom. And so she's like, hey, how old are you? I'm 15. And she's like, you're very young. Well, hey, you're part of the Rock Pirates now. And the name's Linlin, talking about how she'll be the strongest ruler or the strongest woman on the sea. And so Kaido, he's now weeping drunk because he talked about, hey, even though they fought a lot, him and Linlin, they've always vowed to be with each other and protect each other, and how they vowed that they get the One Piece together. And so he's starting to get angrier. The more drunk he gets, the stronger he gets. And Luffy, he powers up. He powers up to Snakeman, and he is, I don't want to say speed blitzing Kaido, but he's starting to go in and land multiple attacks where he's like, I don't care about your dang on dreams. I'm going to be the king, and I'm going to beat you right here, right now. He's talking about how, hey, your dreams and ambitions, they cause us people of this country to suffer. He said this is the last time that he's going into Gear 4th, and he's going to win. So this means one of three things. Either A, Luffy beats Kaido in Gear 4th, or B, he ends up using an awakening, or C, he goes beyond and gets another gear. I think that's what happens. He's already used Boundman, and now he's using Snakeman. There's no other Gear 4th form. Can't use Snakeman. He hasn't eaten anything. And so if this is like his fight with Katakuri, this is his final stand. But for an Emperor to see, Luffy has to go beyond that. Like Yami Sakura says, push past your limit. So I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to get a new form because he can't beat Kaido in this. But this was a pretty darn good chapter. I love pretty much everything that happened. I give it about a 9.5. The 0.5 came from the Fukuro Kujo crap that nobody cares about. And I've heard a lot of, I might do a video about this, about how people are complaining about the pacing of the manga and which affects the anime. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out a new video from me. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok is on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.